Morning people, so today I'm heading out to Tour. I am finally going, which is exciting because that has been my go-to place to go. I remember when my dad was off I did mention it, but it never happened, so I thought, you know what, fine, we'll do it we'll do it on my own. But yeah, so it's literally just a train, so it's a train to Sheffield, and then from Sheffield I can't remember the place it is, but then it's like literally a 3 minute walk to the actual start. So I'm excited that it's happening. I am up really early though, because basically I'll show you in a minute, but someone's like plastering the front room and the back room, and so they've been coming here like 7 in the morning, and everyone getting up and stuff. So I was like, fine, I'll just get up at 5. So for the next, like, it was meant to be 3 days, but there's been issues, so it's going to be longer. So probably for the rest of this week we're just going to be upstairs just chilling. So that's why I thought this would be a perfect time to go and explore. And this time I've actually remembered to vlog because I went to the what's that place, Attenborough Nature Reserve, and I was supposed to vlog and I completely forgot. But this time I've actually remembered. So the plan is to get the 9:30 train and get there just before 11. So yeah, on the way back, this is where I kind of was like, I'm not 100% sure. So I did get an off-peak, and I think off-peak I'd be setting off at 6:30, but I'm not like 100% sure and stuff, because off peak on peak matter in the week. You can get penalised, or what not they penalised, they usually make you pay the extra. It's never happened to me yet before, but I think that getting home or getting the train from 6 is probably the most idea. So I went for that ticket just in case, because I don't want to spend like 31 quid. So basically off peak, it got off peak there, off peak returns 25 quid, which is only like an extra £6 for on peak. But just in case I do take that longer, I don't want to kind of pay the extra and then end up going home at like 6:30, because the trains from they're back home are not regular, so that's another thing as well. So it was either 4:30 or 6:30, but we'll see how things go anyway. I'm literally down to one phone. Basically, so I'm at work, and we have an apron, and this apron has a pocket in, and that's usually where I keep all my stuff, like my phone and everything. Luckily, it's just one of the phones I had with me, because the other one was actually charging. The one that I used to film, which I'm using now, is like I was charging and I was playing music in the speaker. Anyway, I come to empty, so we have containers, so we put sanitizer in, which we put cloths in. I come to empty it. It's kind of my fault because I should have waited until this guy had finished spraying what he was spraying, but I was trying to maneuver everything, and it was kind of a lot of water, and I ended up literally pouring it down my pocket, full on down my pocket. So that day my phone was just like, yep, we're not working anymore, which is really annoying, because obviously if you didn't know, or if you've not watched my videos for a while, this phone, I do not trust it. This phone, the reason why I got the other one was because it was like playing up really badly, and then it stopped playing up. But now I still don't trust it. I've put the SIM in here, but it's proper like slow down and everything, and it's a bit of annoyance. But yeah, at least I have two phones. So when people say, why have you got two phones, because I'm accident prone. But yeah, it's because the other one was like way old, and some apps didn't work on that because it was so old. So yeah, that's why I kind of kept this one as like a media phone, a bit like a tablet basically. So I finally picked up Paradise Regained by John Milton. So if you're unfamiliar, this is basically a poem, a very long, well, not as long as his other work, but I'll get into that in a minute. But this is a poem based on the story, in case you've not heard of it, but basically when Jesus went to the desert for 40 days and 40 nights, and during that time, the devil tried to, he tried to, what's that word again? He tried to tempt, and he just didn't realise that Jesus is just not like any other person. But the difference between John Milton and what's his face? Why is my mind gone blank? Before recording it, I had his name in my head. Dante, that's it. Is it Dante? No, not Dante. That's a character's name in the story. You know the one who did the Divine Comedy? My brain's just gone completely blank. But basically, the difference between him is that one is more based on fantasy, so it was his kind of concepts and what he thought purgatory was, what heaven was like, what hell was like, where this one, it's more so kind of based on biblical teaching, but it's kind of extended to what other kind of conversations might have happened, because when it comes to the story, it's kind of quite short in the Bible, but this is basically extended, but the main premise is it's actually based on that biblical kind of story, so it's not just like fantasy, if that makes any sense. But he's done another one as well, called Paradise Lost. That one's a bit longer than this one, and that was the fall of Adam and Eve and how evil entered the world. But yeah, I thought I'd pick up this one. What I will do is I will link so this YouTuber who kind of explains the poem, because you might not want to, when you go straight in it, you may not understand it just because of how, depending on what kind of version you get, and you may not understand it as well, but he goes into great detail explaining each kind of like, you know, I don't know, not scene because it all happens in the same scene, but you get what I mean anyway. Can we just talk about how amazing the views look already? When I left, my mum made a valid point. The fact that I had to leave Derbyshire just to get into Derbyshire. So I had to get a train to Sheffield and then switch to Sheffield to go back. Like, when she mentioned it, I was like, that's actually crazy in a way. The fact that I have to leave Derbyshire to go into Derbyshire. That's literally how bad the train system is. Like, well, in the UK or where I live anyway, because that's just mad. Like, I live in Derbyshire and I have to need to change. Like, there should be like a direct route. Like, literally, the train literally went back. I had to go into Sheffield, literally went back. But yeah. And another annoying part is the fact that I could have actually got my train ticket cheaper. The guy was telling me on the way to Sheffield, the ticket thingy, the person who checks your tickets, he's like, you could have got it cheaper if you got it from, I can't remember where he said, but that's annoying as well. But you know, it's currently 15 minutes past 11 and the sun is beaming down and it's getting hot, but I did buy like loads of drinks. I had 2 bottles of water, I had 1 Lucozade before I went on the train, and then I've got another Lucozade, and then I've got an energy drink which I know doesn't hydrate you, but still. So I have plenty of, I think I've got a glucose drink as well. Either way, I've got plenty of drinks that are probably now warm, but oh hell. This is a early review. Literally, if you have not done any form of physical exercise, then this literally isn't for you, which you're probably thinking that's probably like obvious, but not necessarily, because this is one of those where like people advertise pretty much that anyone can do it. Literally, it's not like everyone can actually do it. It may be depending on where you're coming from, I don't know, but like this is like what you call literally like a hike, like full on uphill at this moment in time. Oh yeah, and I advise to actually not wear trainers. Like I'm wearing my walking boots, but yeah, don't wear trainers because it's just, and you need, and whatever boots you wear, make sure they've got good grip, which walking boots do you have anyway. But nearly there. I don't even think you can actually see it because the sun is beaming down, but yeah. OMG, literally wild sheep. Well, I don't know if they're wild, but they're just not in a pen. I'm on the way back down the way I came up. I would love to have gone further, but just because I'm not sure like the full like route from Amator, and I don't want to kind of, because obviously I've got the training and I'm going back. Like if I was staying over, I would, but I'm not. So, but it's something I do want to do. But because obviously limited time is in, the train from here to get to Sheffield is like every like 3 hours, and it's not frequent whatsoever. So I don't really want to end up missing it, because the 6:30, even though it's nowhere near 6:30 currently, I don't want to kind of risk it anyway, and then I miss the 6:30 and then I'm kind of stuck because my dad's at work. No, he won't be at work, but still he'll be out at work in the morning for him to pick me up. So yeah, what was funny as well, so where I was when I started, a cyclist cycled past me, and when I got to the top, he was like, wow, you were miles away before. But yeah, I am like a fast walker, but it took me an hour and 4 minutes, so it might take me longer to get down just because of all kind of the stones and stuff, and not wanting to spray an ankle or anything. But yeah, the views are really, really beautiful. But yeah, I have to go again and go past Mamdor, but for now the plan was anyway just to go to Mamdor. So yeah, so when I said before they didn't really, the advertiser is like anyone can do it, I just saw 2 kills come up asking if Mamdor's that way. I says yeah, if you can't follow it up. And one of them goes, oh, you got a backpack, because I had like handbags and stuff. But yeah, I suppose it depends. I think maybe if you were close to the car park, or maybe, I don't know, but from the train station up going the way I went, it is quite it's not treacherous, I can't even say the word, but it's not like smooth terrain or anything. So do bear that in mind. I don't know if the car park close to it is probably better, I have no idea, but yeah, it's one of those places where, because when I was sitting just chilling, taking the views, reading the Bible, when I finished and turned around, there was loads of people at the back of me. So it's like a tourist attraction, but it's a tourist attraction where some people don't take it necessarily serious, because at the end of the day it's still kind of, again, it could be just the way I went, but it's still kind of like, you know, it's not an easy hike to do. Here actually takes you to Castleton, which is a place I do want to stay over at some point, like for a week's holiday or a few days. But yeah, I don't know when that will be. It's actually taking me quicker to actually walk down, and I forgot it's because I was like taking photos and stuff. So ideally, if I was just walking normally, like I'd walk going to work and stuff, it would only take me around like 50 minutes, because it's like 44 minutes currently. I'm nearly at the bottom. So yeah, so I'm actually faster than I actually previously thought, but because I was stopping taking photos and stuff. I'm actually going to do a bit of this trail. seeing as it looks like it's really long, and yeah. If you were to walk the whole thing, it would take 19 days because it leads you like to Scotland. So yeah, we're not doing that today. But that's actually a cool idea to do for like a charity or something. Obviously I wouldn't actually do it on my own though. And we meet some more sheep, but actually more than do. Some sheep just casually chilling. Watch, I think that one's around. No, it's not. Was it? Yeah. Gonna start heading back now, just because actually first off the trains, for whatever reason, the internet lies to me and they're quite frequent. I think like every hour, which isn't that frequent, but quite frequent anyway. So what I'm gonna do is sort of pull up on the way down. I'm gonna go there, get a drink, and then head. Just because this is at like 67% battery, and obviously because I'm not like in the city centre or anything, I kind of need a phone just in case. The 67% isn't too bad, but my battery pack has now kind of got ceased to, it's now drained, so yeah, so I'm just gonna head back now, but I only did like half an hour of it, but yeah, so I'm gonna head back straight away, probably go to the pub past, and then yeah, head back after that. But yeah, this place is so beautiful. It needs more than a day just to explore a lot of it. So yeah, and did walk past the B&B, so I might ask if I've got any things on our website, but yeah. So I am finally home. I forgot to do like a closing clip because I went in and it's all whatever. I don't know when this vlog will be up, just because there's workers doing downstairs and there's no internet plugged in, and I don't want to use the data, so yeah, on my phone, because yeah, I will then not have any data on my phone. But yeah, so bye guys.